So the initial build concept was to use Brass Dome, Dorian's Delusion, Aegis Aurora, and Melding of the Flesh to obtain 90 all res and high armor. Initially, I thought to make it a hybrid build using life and energy shield, but the more that I started to put the character together in POB and assemble gear, I realized that it had a very big weakness. We were very strong against elemental, we were very strong against physical, but we were very weak against chaos damage, since I needed to make up so much resistance loss from Melding of the Flesh. So I chose to make it a Chaos Inoculation, or CI build, to become immune to chaos. Now, my initial thought to do this was to choose Chieftain for several reasons. We get 100% to fire resistance, which would help out with gearing and resistance capping with using Melding of the Flesh, to eliminate a little bit of the downside from that. We also would take 20% fizz from hits as fire, so we would be even more resilient towards physical damage. We are also unaffected by Ignite, so that was a huge deciding factor, and the fact that it was going to be a fire skill just seemed like the reasonable thing to do. Initially, I had thought to do Incinerate, thinking it was a very tanky build. I could sit still and I could just channel. So that's the way we went about building the initial concept. I assembled the gear, threw together a path of building, leveled the character, started playing it as Incinerate, Chaos Inoculation with Melding of the Flesh, Aegis, Brass Dome, and it just didn't work out. It was 2 ZDPS. It did very little damage. It was terrible at map clear. It was very tanky. We couldn't be killed. I could sit in a pack of mobs and not do anything and just throw my hands up. But we couldn't kill anything. Initially, I was thinking to do Secrets of Suffering on an alternating scepter, so we could inflict Scorch and Sap. The way we would inflict Sap was through Tempest Shield, which is another defensive layer. But again, Incinerate just didn't work out. I realized this pretty early, but I tried to force the situation and think that I could just brute force it through just being super tanky. And hey, if it would take me 2 hours per wave to get through the Simulacrum, then so be it. I know they can't kill me, but as it turns out, I couldn't kill them either. We did a test run Simulacrum at level 90. I wasn't planning on finishing it. I just wanted to see about how it performed. We ended up getting to wave 26, meaning we finished wave 25. However, wave 25 took incredibly long. It took a very, very long time with Incinerate. We were doing next to no damage. And while we were surviving, we did take a couple big hits that kind of, scared me off and said, oh, well, actually, if I'm just sitting here channeling and I can't really move around, it's a bit more dangerous than I had initially anticipated. So after that Simulacrum, where we made it to wave 26 at level 90, I realized that we needed to go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and figure out something. I did have and was leveling different skills because I wasn't completely sold on Incinerate, so I was leveling things like Flame Blast or Rolling Magma, and what was the other one? There was another gem that I was leveling too. Blazing Salvo, as well as a Phantasmal Cremation that I had gotten in a gem blueprint. So I kind of put the character on hold. We went back to the SAB and started farming a bit. Started thinking. It took a couple days of thinking and trying to go over some different things until I did Eater of Worlds and dropped my first Ashes of the Stars. Once I dropped the Ashes of the Stars, it just kind of clicked with me. I had Phantasmal Cremation. I have Ashes of the Stars. I can get close to 100% chance to explode a nearby corpse from firing projectiles. which for those who don't know, the alternate quality, that's what it does. It basically acts as a pseudo, like a kind of like a detonate dead almost. When it's firing projectiles, it will explode the corpses around it. Here I have a 98% chance to explode a corpse from firing projectiles. If I had a 30 quality or 32 quality Ashes of the Stars, it would be at 100%. 98%, we're damn near there. So I dropped the Ashes. I had the Phantasm Cremation. Said, okay. And that got the gears spinning. We said, all right, I think we can make something work with that. I was still using the Brass Dome, and I was still planning on using Brass Dome. But then I dropped a Incandescent Heart the same day. So us being CI, the 25% of elemental damage from hits taken as chaos basically negates another 25% of incoming elemental damage. Since we're chaos immune, that just doesn't get applied. You factor in that with 90 all res, and we become very, very tanky. Even more so to elemental damage. Swapping off of the Brass Dome, however, drops our armor by, at the time, I think it was 20,000. We went from 60,000 standing still with no flasks up to 41,000, which is a pretty heavy loss. However, what I needed to do to make Phantasmal Cremation work, or work optimally anyway, was I had to redesign my tree. Initially, I had planned to go across the top side over Witch to CI. I then redid it to go through Foresight and up grab Melding and Undertaker to get the CI. I also needed to get more maximum resistances, since Brass Dome was giving me +5 to all maximum elemental resistances. I needed to figure out a way to make up those couple max elemental resistances that we were now losing out on. To which what I did, I tried to hit 2 burns with 1 stone and pick up Soulless Steel, so we would get more armor and +1 to all maximum elemental resistances. I also picked up a couple extra armor nodes on the tree, as well as the +1 max cold that is right next to Prismatic Skin. I wanted to get +1 max cold on my gloves, but didn't end up getting it, so I had to put 2 points in there, which wasn't a very big deal. So here we are, we're back to 90 all res, not using the Brass Dome, we're using the Incandescent Heart, which gave us more energy shield. The way we reconfigured our tree, we ended up with the same amount of armor, slightly less than Brass Dome, slightly less. Like I said, we had 60,000 standing still with no flasks. Now we have about 54. However, when we are in combat, since we use the gain 7 charges when you are hit by an enemy on Granite and Basalt, we are pretty much always at 87,000 when we are in combat, because we are constantly getting hit. We're an Aegis Aurora build. We have a 75% chance to block attacks, 75% chance to block spells. That is with glancing blows. However, with, Aegis, when we get hit, as you'll see, it replenishes basically more than we even get hit for. So now we're on to something. I needed to craft a new weapon, because we weren't going to use the Secrets of Suffering scepter. I needed to farm a new enchant. I didn't have an empower. I didn't have an enhance. I didn't have a Phantasmal Unearth, which increases the corpse life when using ashes by 100%. It basically gives you 2% corpse life per 1% quality. So at 20 quality and a perfectly rolled Ashes of the Stars, you would have 100% increased corpse life, which the corpse explosion would scale off of. I needed to farm up divines because the Ashes of the Stars that I had dropped was not very well rolled. So that meant that I still needed to farm on the Saboteur that I had, which we did. I farmed on the Saboteur some divines and some random gear. I ran several Gifts of the Goddesses for the helmet enchant and struck out. I think we ran like 5 or 6 basically in a row. Not quite. They were a little staggered, but basically in a row. And struck out. We did not get the enchant we needed, which is Unearthed Spawns corpses with +5 to level. But then after the last gift, I had no more Gift of the Goddesses left. And then I said, well, lab is decent today, so let me just run a regular Uber lab. So I ran it, tried to hit all the dark shrines to get a Be Twice Blessed or Twice Enchanted through the dark shrine. Didn't get it. So we only had 1 enchant. Went to the altar and got the Unearthed Spawns corpses with +5 level. Okay, so we got enchant done. So now I need to focus on trying to farm up the Phantasmal Unearth. The Phantasmal Unearth wasn't needed necessarily. It wasn't a requirement, but it would basically damn near double my damage. So I started hitting all the gem the gem blueprints I had. We did not get Phantasmal Unearth from any of the gem contracts. I did, however, get 4 prime regrading lenses, to which I tried to use it on a regular gem Unearth, to which it went from regular to anomalous to divergent to anomalous back to normal. Phantasmal Unearth has a weighting of 20. The other ones have a weighting of 100. So it was an incredibly rare chance for me to even hit that. But I had to try. In one of the gem blueprints, I actually got a alternate quality Empower. So I grabbed that. We went out the door. The problem with the alt quality Empower is it gives you what, reduced strength requirement, to where normal quality on an Empower gives you gem gains 100% increased experience, which helps you level it faster. So I didn't really want the alt quality, so I had a secondary regrading lens. So I went through and I used the secondary regrading lens on the Empower so I could level it faster. So we got our Empower, now we need to level it. We still don't have Phantasmal Unearth, so we're still farming on the Sab. Trying to farm up gem blueprints. I ended up respecking my Atlas tree to take all of the heist nodes on the Atlas tree, to which I did not drop a single gem blueprint from doing that. I dropped more without them than I did with. But I had to try. It did help me get a few more coins for reveals, but, you know, that was kind of unnecessary. So now we have most of the pieces that we need to start leveling the character. I mean, to keep leveling the character. He was level 90 when I started redoing all of the gear and gems. I still needed a weapon though. I ended up dropping a +1 fire spell skill gems wand that was fractured, and said, okay, I could use this. I would have rather had fractured +1 physical to scale the unearth, but +1 fire still is, you know, it's decent. So I looked on Craft of Exile, said what are the optimal fossils, or what is the optimal way for me to get +1 to the level of all spells on this? And it told me metallic, shuddering, jagged, corroded. I had 1 4-socket resonator. It said it was a 1 and 2. It was a 50-50 to get +1 all spells. Well, I whiffed. Didn't hit it. So the next step was to try 3-socket resonators, to which it said to use shuddering, metallic, corroded. And it said it was a 1 in 19. I only had 2 3-socket resonators. And I only had 2 shuddering fossils left. So I tried the first one. Nothing. Tried the second one. We hit +1 to the level of all spells, or all spell skill gems. But I had an issue now. Now it was full. Had full prefixes, full suffixes. It had the fractured +1 fire, +1 all, 27 or something like that in the 20s spell damage. It had attack speed, cast speed, and projectile speed as the suffixes. Because, you know, shuddering gave me all the speed. So I had to annul it. So I annul it once. And I hit the spell damage. Which was good. Oh, that's fine. But I need an open prefix so I can... Or I need an open suffix, I'm sorry. So I can craft prefixes can't be changed. And scour the item. Scour the suffixes, not the whole item. So I have to annul it again. Which wasn't a big deal. I had a 75% chance of success, basically. You know, 3 out of 4, I'd be okay. If I hit the 25%, and we hit the all spells, then I had to go back, start it all over. Luckily, I hit a suffix. The crafted prefixes can't be changed. I scoured. So now I am left with a wand with +1 all fire, which is fractured, and +1 all spells. To which I set it in my stash. I farmed up an Ashling 4 in research to where I could Ashling slam. And how I went about Ashling slamming was I crafted multi-mod, prefixes can't be changed, and then I blocked a prefix using just flat cold. I Ashling slammed. I then removed the crafts, which were left. I think we hit the multi-mod, so I removed the prefixes can't be changed and removed the flat cold. I blocked Fizz.multi, because when I was attempting it in Craft of Exile, I tried blocking a few things, and it seemed like the multi-rolls gave me the best possibility to hit something usable for myself with the build. What we ended up hitting was chance to deal double damage while focused, which was really good. It's a good Ashling slam. I was happy with it. So then I crafted multi-mod, fire damage, chance to ignite, which is a hybrid mod. I don't really need the chance to ignite, but that mod has a higher % fire damage than the base one. So I wanted to go with that. And then trigger. So wand is finished at this point. We have a 6-link incandescent art. We have our Ashes of the Stars. We have our helmet enchant. Now we just need to level the build to what I wanted to be 95 before I made the attempt. So I needed to level the build from 90 to 95, which we did. Once I hit 94, I could probably get away with doing the Simulacrum. The only other passives that I really wanted were things like elemental damage leeches life, or at leeches energy shield, I'm sorry. A little bit more armor, maybe another jewel socket. So when I hit 94, I went in and I did the Simulacrum. The rest is what you see here. I mean, there was a lot to this. You know, from conception to finish, we went through a lot. I got Highgate, so Highgate was very not good. Highgate was a very bad layout for us. We really have nowhere to go, nowhere to kite around. You're basically exposed everywhere you are. But we were able to turn disadvantages into advantages and try to block ourselves in corners, create walls of cremation when things got kind of sketchy. And also, I failed to mention before, Divergent Decoy Totem played a very big part as it regens 1% of its life per quality. So with Ashes of the Stars and 20 quality, it was regenning 49% of its maximum life. So it was able to withstand a lot of punishment in the Simulacrum. And speaking of punishment, I ended up swapping halfway through the Simulacrum. Not quite halfway through. From flammability to punishment. And I think that was a big change, audible, so to speak, that I did on the fly. Because luckily I was already leveling one. I had planned to swap out eventually, but I had forgotten. I was still using flammability, but punishment was a huge damage increase. I'll leave the POB in the description, the way the character was when we completed Wave 30. If you have any questions about the build or any of the processes to get from point A to point B to point C to point Z, let me know. Swing by on Twitch, where I stream every day. Twitch.tv/Deedledo, where we stream every day and have done so for the past 844. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the Simulacrum and y'all have a great day. Oh yeah, please like, share, and subscribe to help out grow the channel and to help with the algorithm, because you know the world's all about algorithms. Oh shit, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot. Try to get +1 cold on my gloves. +1 cold. Extinguish? Actually, extinguish isn't terrible for this. I guess it won't be able to brittle or scorch me. Not terrible. I have everything on. AoE, damage, fizz is cold, sap. Alright, we got Kosis over there on the platform. Hey, fuck off, Kosis. That wasn't fun. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that wave 17. That went a little bit better than the last round. We did wave 17 coasters and it took so long. Turbo, Fizz is extra, reduce non-damaging ailments. Ailments, cold pen, multi-prod. Damage, physics extra, less curse effect, extra chaos, fire pen. Life, poison, physics extra, lightning, sap, cold pen. Whirling blades damage. Ooh, crit. Crit, damage, hinder, shock. F2. So all I really have to do is reach up with my middle finger and press it. Some people put it on their mouse, but I would like accidentally hit it a lot if it was on my mouse. I already know. Yeah, don't put it on anything that you need that's already like that's already used in game. C isn't good. You put it on B. I don't think B is used for anything. 5? You don't use your flask isn't bound to 5? Okay. Okay, we got cold pen, damage, AoE, fizzes extra cold, fizzes extra lightning, chaos res, sap. 3 fizzes extra cold, fizzes extra lightning, and fizzes extra chaos. Cold pen, damage, AoE. Dude, I keep getting skips like that. Or like spikes. Maybe I should turn that off. That might help. That was 22. 23. Oh, Impale. I don't like Impale. More life. Turbo. Fizz is extra cold. Impale. Fizz is extra chaos. It's still skipping. Right? A boss. Come on, get him below half. Got him. Oh, we got a voices. Did a one passive? Seven? 5? What's it gonna be? That. A 7. That. That'd be crazy if it was a 1, right? Wave 24. Crit. Physics extra. Brittle. Overwhelm. Wave 25. More life. AoE, turbo, physics extra fire, maim, fire pen, physics extra chaos. Try to get the damn shit sweat off my mouse. My hands sweating. Alright, that's better. Feels a little better now. strength and life. No, we wanted armor and energy shield. Strength and life is pretty good though. Got a 6-link Debian's Dirge. Alright, that was wave 25. This is where we called it last time. Life and strength though. Pretty good. It's probably worth, that's probably worth something in regular trade, maybe. That. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, that's just regular. That's not looking up strength and life. Life and armor. Life. Oh, there you go. 35C. What did I do with that 6-link neuros here? All right, wave 26. Life, damage, turbo, overwhelm. This is extra cold. Can't move. All right, we got Kosis down there. He just like this is really tight quarters to fight him. Hey, how's it going? Oh shit, I didn't want to bring ads up here. Yeah, I did not want to do that. That was bad play on my part. I kind of want to bring him down here, though, now that I got this clear. Have a little bit more room to fight him. Get rid of these ads, so. PTSD? Dude, yes. Holy fucking moly. That was a bit frightening. And yes, my palms are very sweaty. Whoa, buddy. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, he went back to my totem. Don't you fucking do it. That's fucked up. Holy moly. Oh my god, we're so close. Wave 27. Life, damage, turbo, physics extra, impale, and impale and 10. Alright, I don't want to run down and do that again with all those ads there. There's a lot of mobs over there on that platform. See if I could bring them up, like, just one at a time. Wait, where'd they go? Wasn't there a bunch of mobs over there, like, just hanging out? I guess they moved. Alright, there's one impale. Kind of wait till that wears off. Okay. Keep decoy down. Wave 28. 4 life, monster damage, turbo, multi-proj. This is extra chaos. Rod. Down. Flex. Fuck, we got Kosis again. I was hoping he was done. I think I'm glad it didn't happen on the last one, at least with the impale. What is it? Turbo and damage? Multi-proj? Multi-proj kind of sucks, actually. Damn it. I didn't get much damage off on him on that one. I didn't even see a bubble there. Come on, bro. One up here. Or yeah, pop them. There you go. Damn it, dude. Just fucking do something. Sit still, motherfucker. No! Stop it! Dude, I'm like shaking. What we got? AoE, crit, turbo, fizzes extra, impale. Oh, flask charges? I don't like that one. The one where they take flask charges on hit is shit. Especially since we gain flask charges on hit. Damn it. Alright, this is bad. He popped out right away. I got like nowhere to fight him. Guess we're fighting him up here in these cramped quarters. Dude, I can't fight him up there. Oh shit. Double boss. God damn it. Come on. Alright, come on up here. Fucking Scorch. Scorch and crit. I guess I should have known it was coming. We've avoided it pretty much the whole way. Should I swap to the other ring? %205% fizz is extra fire? What the fuck? And fire res too. That's gonna like take our damage away. moving. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Can you pop them, please? Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Where'd it go? Why'd it go down there? Fuck you. Come on, 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 come on. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna sleep now. Holy shit. Wow. We did it. We did it. That was very difficult. Not just that, but the whole prep of it, the farming for the enchants and the gems and the redesigning of it. The initial design not really working and going back to the drawing board and redoing the tree and redoing the gear and farming for days. Wave 30 with gauntlet mods? You're fucking crazy. You are actually fucking crazy.